Hello YouTube, Over on Blade here, and this is Agricultural Simulator 2013 Season 2. The reason I call it Season 2 is because I have been on a break from this series, or this game, for a few months due to a unfortunate accident or something that happened when I installed the latest patch. Not the patch I have now, the patch prior to that, which caused the game to crash constantly for me and basically make it unplayable. Now I'm back on request from some of my viewers, which I'm very grateful for, and I figured that instead of trying to continue where I left off and doing a lot of stuff off screen to get to that point, since it is a big patch with a lot of changes, and I did try it out a little bit to see if some of the things that I had issues with before are working, and they seem to be working now. So instead of continuing that, I'm starting fresh. So we're going to go a new game, because that's fun. I'm going to be playing the USA map again because I don't know how much work UIG is putting into the USA map. One of the things I noticed when I returned was that I do hope that the birds don't scare you, because I am really trying not to have the volume on too high when it comes to these critters, but there isn't much I can do about it. I'm sorry. I will definitely try, and I hate the fact that you cannot turn down the volume on those. So we keep the volume as low as we can. There we go. And we go back. There. So okay, this is the farm that I have. Recognize it from my previous series, and my previous series. So the first thing we're gonna do is I will not go with the changelog because frankly I don't remember it. So let's just buy a vehicle. The first thing we do need is a tractor, because the tractor that I have is just crap basically. So I need a new tractor. One thing I notice here is that there is no way does it tell me how much money I have. It tells me how much this one costs though, which isn't really that useful. So let's see, what tractor should we go for. I don't want to spend too much money on a tractor because I figure I do need a lot of money to buy all the equipment. I think I start off with like 500,000, but it's unknown at this point if that is the case. So we skip the Massey Ferguson's and go to, I think it's a Fendt that I will go with. Maybe not. They seem to be expensive as well. Let's go for something cheap. A Gecko. I don't know which Gecko I had actually. 127 horsepower, 117 horsepower. There is a few things that you keep in mind when you buy a tractor. And again, you know, the pricing, that one is a very small tractor for 47,000. I don't think I will go with that. Actually, I think I will go... Okay, here we have sprayer vehicle, 255,000. No. I don't know. Let's go with a normal sized Gecko. And I hope that there is no change. Let's take that one, 83,000. Yeah, let's go for it. So we have a tractor which is located over there. So let's make our way there. I don't know if you can hear the animals in the background. I can. One of the things that changes is that in the lower right corner you see the speed gauge. It tells you which speed you're driving at. And now, okay, they have not changed that yet. I'm still getting a list of the, if I'm sitting on a tractor and I'm still some distance away, it still gives me the repaint and wash option. So now we need an extension. The first thing we're going to get is actually a front weight. see if there are more than one. Here we go. Wait. There's three of them. 400, 600, 200. Let's go with that one. Okay, and then we go back and get a well, the first thing you do to make a field is a plow, right? The Europal, it's something I recognize, but it should work with my current tractor. Shouldn't be any, but I don't know which one to work with. I don't want to. That one is huge. That one is not. I don't like them that much. The ones with let's see, 1 to 1.2, 1.3 to 1.6 meter, and 1.3 to 1.6. That one is the standard one. Sure, let's go for that. And we back up. I think that what they've done as well is that they've made it so the tractor isn't bouncing around too much, although at this point it looks like it's bouncing around quite a lot. There we go, and we have to exit vehicle to attach the front weight. This was one of the things that didn't work before, so attaching a front weight was not an option. Now it is, which means that I can have heavier machinery at the back. And in the beginning, when you don't really have that much money, of course, it do seem that I have unlimited money. I could be wrong. So here we go, and we attach this one as well. Go, get inside. Now let's check out the field. This is my farm. It's Grand River. There are a few bugs still, but all in all, mostly it's supposed to be working. Okay, there is the border. So we create a field. Okay, one of the things that they fixed is the worker. He is supposed to be faster and actually do the job now. There is still no graphical representation of the worker, so okay. So you cannot really see him, but I will try and do as much as I can by myself, because the worker costs money even if you don't have any job for him. And let's see if we can find our marker, shall we? And since I haven't played this in a while, there are still some things that I might need to relearn, but you know, let's just do this together. I definitely hope that the sound of the animals isn't bothering you. The choice is to have it low or not have any sound at all. Okay, I think I've lined up somewhat nice. And we go with Tempomat 1, which is like the lowest speed. As you can see, there is a bit of a new visual representation of plowing, or the animation of it. I'm trying to make as straight lines as possible, and I fail because the tractor is actually taking off to the side. Well, it's not too many changes, or too what do you call it? it's not too much of a turn, too narrow of a turn actually. Okay, so it's there. Right, and plow down, and then we go again. I don't know how interesting this is to watch. I do like the fact that my viewers keep me notified about the patch coming out and the changes it make and all that, and that they want me to keep playing the series or coming back to the series again. I really appreciate that, and that's basically one of the things why I do recordings and post them on YouTube, to enlighten other people. Not enlighten, but make them happy and stuff. And I actually think it's easier to plow now. Could be wrong. I just did one furrow on each side. When I tried this out by myself before, I actually had a worker do the field plowing. I guess it worked, but right now I don't really have any other machinery, so I don't see any point of hiring someone to do the job for me while I could do the job by myself. So yeah, I will not do that. And I will try to keep the wheel base or the left wheels in the furrow, but as you can see it's kind of tricky, but it's kind of forgiving actually. It doesn't make too much of a noise, or peaks and hills and stuff like that, which was more there in the past. And it actually looks very nice. I am pleased so far. One of the big gripes that I had actually before, apart from the crashing and things like that, was the fact that I couldn't attach the front weight, which makes some things very difficult to do, like mowing, and then attaching a baler at the back, because the baler was just way too heavy for the little tractor that you have. Someone suggested that I get a bigger tractor, but the thing is that before, when you had a budget like 500,000 euros was the money you had available to your farm when you started out, it wasn't just about buying the biggest and the strongest equipment. You have to make sure that the money was enough to help you out throughout the entire process of both planting and harvesting and cultivating and fertilizing and things like that. And so for every step that you do on a field, you need a new machine. So what I did was that I calculated basically how much money do I need to buy the machines, and the biggest machine and most expensive machine was the harvester. It costs somewhere around, I think, I don't know, 350,000 or something like that. Whoa, there's some graphical errors. Yeah, you saw it here, folks. I have a quantum machine in the rear of the tractor. Someone is sucking out the dirt. Not sure how I feel about this. There's a bit of a strange turn over there. This side is much nicer. I want to play on this side. One of the things I prefer about this game versus the other farming game is, in this version, you get to make your own fields. I mean, how cool is that? The graphical. Okay. then you decide. You have your farm, you have the size of your land, and you determine what you're going to do. Are you going to be a cow or animal farmer, or are you going to be a wheat, corn, basically someone that grows crops. I still understand, or I understand that there still is a limit to the number of crops that you have available to you. I haven't checked out the number yet, but okay, the game is still buggy as visible here. But you have sunflowers, you have wheat, you have barley, I think. I would like to have like smaller scale type farming as well. Maybe not smaller scale, but the farm stuff that I want to have is like I did see that there were onions, but they really didn't fill any purpose. So my question is, do they fill a purpose now? What else is there? It's been a while since I played, so I don't really remember the stages on this, but I mean the first one is plowing, of course. Then there is a bit of a debate on when are you going to fertilize. Some advocate that actually you do fertilize before you plow. So when you do plow, you mix the fertilizer into the soil. Some people that mention that is real life farmers, and that's the way they do it, and they should know. However, the tutorial of this, of course you cannot always go by tutorial, because they probably based that off, I don't know, I don't want to make a guess even, but the tutorial basically says plow first, and then I think they want you to cultivate, and then you plant, then you fertilize, and once it's grown a little bit you spray for insects and pests and stuff like that, and then the final stage, when everything is up and running, or it's time to harvest, you harvest, and then you sell the excess, and hopefully you make a profit, and you keep doing that on and on and on. Again, I don't want to say which is better, because I don't know. Maybe it's better to fertilize it before, because both, doing the fertilization before you plow will, as they say, will actually help you work the fertilization into the field. But I don't know how fresh the fertilizer has to be. I mean, if it loses strength when if it's a slurry, and if you spray that, will it lose its potency if it gets dry before you plant stuff? And I have not really done any testing to see which yields more, because again, one of the things that I like about this game is the fact that you decide the size of the fields, but it also makes it so you cannot really make a accurate prediction on how much you're gonna do. The way to do it, as far as I understand, is that you calculate how much you use to plant on the field, and then you calculate how much the yield is, and you probably do the fertilization at different points, and if you use the same amount to plant every time and the yield is different, then you go with the method that actually yields the most. One of the things that was difficult or didn't work previously was that once you used up all the grass and all the fertilizer, your animals wouldn't produce any more or any new fertilizer, so you were basically shit out of luck, or shit out of shit. they say it's fixed. I have not noticed anything about that yet because I have not played that much yet. Well, this field was bigger than I thought, or the plow is smaller than I thought. Never mind. We keep plowing and we see what happens. I'm doing a few different playthroughs or let's plays. This is now the third game that I'm doing. I don't know if I can keep it up doing like 3 a day. I mean, I do have a day job as well, and people probably at this point saying don't quit your day job, and I won't, not yet anyway. But so I don't know if I'm gonna do like this 1 day a week or 2 day a week, or maybe spend a weekend and doing a bunch of episodes, or long plays and then cut it up into different episodes. Or I should try and do the 3 different let plays on a daily basis. If I'm more strict with myself and keep them to a certain length, like maybe 30 minutes per episode, then it would be easier. However, in some of the playthroughs or let plays, I don't really show everything I'm doing. I mean, I'm playing Minecraft, which my friends just hate, and that's okay. He doesn't hate me, but he hates Minecraft. And there's a bunch of stuff that I'm doing in that I'm not doing on screen or while I'm recording, because I don't know how interesting that would be. And again, I don't know how interesting it is for you to see me plow a field and see the graphical glitches and me rambling on about stuff. But yeah, why not? And I figure I can mention the other games as well, since this is my channel, and I'm the one playing the games. I am and the third game, I guess I could mention that as well. The thing about Minecraft is that I enjoy it now because of the Feed the Beast add-on pack that I'm playing, or that I have installed, and it just opens up a whole new world when it comes to the game. And I like that. There's a bunch of different machineries and things like that, including farming. Of course, it's automated or manually and not on this scale. So I do enjoy that. Lots of different add-ons that you can play with, and that produce different effects based on what you put into it. Some magic stuff and all that. And the other game that I'm currently playing, which is also a let's play of a different nature, is called Omerta, City of Gangsters. There it's more of a storytelling, because you play a mission, and the mission you do is you have a set goal that you're going to reach. And basically, in the beginning, of course, you were limited to how you went about to reach those goals. But the more you play, the more options you have available, like gather a certain amount of money. It doesn't tell you how to gather that money. You're going to be using the things that you learn in the tutorial missions, or the first mission and first or second mission maybe, on how to acquire money, and you go on from there. And then there's the combat aspect of that game, which is turn-based, and I do enjoy that as well. Could have a few more improvements to it, but overall I'm happy. Hopefully they do add more combat options, basically that you can kneel. I would love to be able to kneel just in the general neighborhood. You don't have to move to a cover to get cover. What else? Yeah, I'm not that far into that game yet. I've done like 3 missions in 4 episodes. Next one is going to be, I guess, mission 4 in episode 5. But to get back to this one, I have not checked my silo yet, so I don't really know what kind of thing I'm going to plant. One thing I could do, I guess, is maybe check the market and see which item would be nicest to plant, which would probably give me the most money. So I tell you what, I do this furrow here, from here to across. Then we check out the barn or the cellar, I think it is, and see what I have available in terms of crop, or maybe I check the silos as well. Then we drive off to the farmers market, the town, and see what's for sale there, and maybe somewhere along this path I can find just how much money I have. I am very surprised that it's not listed. Maybe they disabled that for some reason. It wouldn't make sense to me to do that and still have prices on the machinery that you buy, but maybe that's what they do. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I forgot to bring something to drink, so my throat is a bit sore. One thing that they changed is that if you mow the lawn and mow the grass, or when you harvest the swath, basically the things that's left over will disappear after 5 days. I don't know how many days I played before, but it takes, well, I did play over a month in-game time, because I think it takes like 21 or 22 days from the moment you're planting until you can harvest. So once that field is done, there's going to be some time left over for when there's nothing to do. Oh, I hate that dog. Okay, so let's see what's happening in here then. Can we open the door? How do we open the door? There we go. And we have corn, it's 40. And here we have wheat, it's 75 per. Nothing here. And here we have some pesticide, which is 250 per. That's a lot of money. We only have 2 of these, so let's give that to the chickens, so we can collect some eggs. Hopefully, I think the one of the tutorial text or whatever, they haven't fixed that yet, mentioned something about you have to gather the chickens, because at the end of the day they make their way towards. Come here, doggy, I'm gonna lure you away. At the end of the day they make their way to the chicken coop, but until then they are just wandering off, so basically you have to guide them to make sure they don't wander off too far. Yeah, they haven't fixed the dog. I hate that dog because it's barking. But let's hope we get far away enough. Ah crap, he's following me. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I thought I could lure him away. One thing they haven't changed yet is that dog, which is very annoying. I will probably drive away from him. And this fact that you're walking very slowly at the terrain at some spots, I really hate that. I sent him a video with all of these things that bugged me, and that was before the patch that crashed the game for me. And they said, yeah, we're working on it. And now, like, 2.5, 3 months later, they haven't worked done. The job isn't done yet. Basically, these symbols here mean that this is what you can put here, like you can sunflower, wheat, and corn. So yeah, let's just feed that. I don't want the sound of the dog to bothering me anymore. We get in the tractor, we head to town, check out what's going on over there. Move it. No? Ah, you survived. I guess that's a good thing. Well, we should put a nuzzle on him, or muzzle. So I'm gonna go, you see that sign here? The 3 water drops? It's on the wrong place. The place where I tried to lure the dog away to is basically where that symbol should be. I guess they put it in the middle of the map so you would know that you can get water as well, but it still doesn't tell you where to get the water. So maybe a sign that says well this way, because there's actually 2 wells on this map on your farm, and one of them is useless. And yeah, black smoke. This is not a very fast tractor either, but it seems to be kind of stable on the road. So yeah, this is probably going to be a lengthy episode if I'm going to do everything on screen, which I'm not going to do. So we check out the village, check out the prices there, and I guess well, I could make my way back and see if I can access the silo as well. Or the fields I have now, I can, leave them like that and have 2 fields. Ha ha ha. Plant barley and wheat. And they say that in the silo I have sunflower seeds, so I can plant that as well. This is a school. I'm supposed to drive slowly, but I'm driving slowly all the time, so I don't even slow down. I'm sorry about the sound or lack of sound in the game, but to avoid the sound of all the animals that is just way too loud, I have to turn down the volume very, very much. I am very sorry about that. If there were an option to turn off chickens and or animal sounds, I would definitely take that, so I wouldn't have those sounds, but would still love to have the sound of the tractor and things like that, but not the animals. So we're coming up on the market, and let's see if there's any changes here at all. I see some stuff that is new, or whoops. Okay, here we go. This is a market stall. So 40 for the corn, and what's this? Here is the onion. 25, still don't know. Really? Milk jugs, buried. Another corn. Eggs, 15. 25. Hay bale, 11. Empty, that's where you place some milk jugs. I think this is where you sell your stuff, because that worker is still there. And I am very disappointed. There is nothing here. She is just standing there looking kind of strange at you. Wait, is there another? No, that's an ice cream. I am disappointed that they haven't fixed that bug, with the hidden milk jugs in the ground or the things like that. I hope it doesn't affect the game. It's it should be one of the easiest bugs to fix, one would think. I mean, if the milk jug and the crates are objects and the ground is objects, do some, there is physics in the game, so just do some type of collision detection, so when it's landing on the ground it shouldn't fall through. One moment. Sorry about that. So back to the farm to check out the silo. The pricing on the egg was low, but I mean, I can understand you have to as a farmer you probably have to sell thousands of eggs for it to be worth your while. I'm just giving my chicks a few crates just in case. I figure that there should be there will probably be some downtime as I wait for the farm land to grow, the crops and such. And I guess that's the point where you should take care of the animals. If they haven't done too many changes or any changes to the fact, cows will produce manure as well as milk if they are in a barn. You can now buy horses. No idea what they are used for. Maybe just manure. And you have sheep, and there's supposed to be some transport as well. Again, never really got to that point. So I wonder which is going to be the most profitable way of making money in this game. Obviously not selling eggs. I'm hoping that, you know, a normal sized field, 1.5 or 1500 meter field like the ones that I'm making, actually allow me to maybe make, I don't know, 10, 15, maybe 20,000. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, there's nothing going on here. Okay, we get a transport, so it's an extension. I guess we have to buy one just to be able to see. We don't want that one. No. Transport trailer, 3 axles of transport on grain, corn and silage. It's expensive. Grain, corn, silage and eggs. Grain, corn and silage. 18,000 liters. I don't know how much that can hold. Tandem axle trailer for transporting a grain, corn and silage. It's a slurry tank. That's a milk tank. Yay, they changed names on those. Nice. This one is transport of grain, corn and silage, 25,000 liters. Let's buy that. Just, you know, so we have one. And I think I'm gonna dump off this plow here because it seems I don't get access to the there we go, the silos, unless I have something on the tractor that can take any of the contents of the silo. So let's see what we have available, shall we? Silence, you chick. I think they made these symbols a little bit bigger, and also the text, the area, the action area basically, we can click in a slightly bigger as well. Still like them to be more, you know, bigger size, but I guess, okay, let's see, can we? Okay, so we have 750 of sunflower, corn and wheat. Okay, nice. Won't sell any of that. I probably need it. I'm gonna put it in my sower, but what I will do is I will get off. I will attach the plow again. Really? No money? No listing price? I don't know how much money I have. Is it K? Huh. Do I have unlimited money then? Okay, that would be nice. Anyway, what I was saying, I will attach this one again, and I will finish that field. I will I guess I will finish plowing it, and I will buy the machinery that I need, and Whoa, slow movement. And I will be back in next episode where I will plant my harvest. Sounds like a good plan, or is that a bad plan? Oh yeah, it's ugly. No upgrades available for this one. I don't want to wash it. It's a waste of money, but I wash it because I guess I have unlimited money. And that one I cannot wash or paint or anything. So yeah, this is it for now. This is episode 1, season 2 of Agricultural Simulator 2013, and I am Oberon Blade. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye for now.